Dear viewers, Namaskar. Welcome to this edition of the News Bulletin.
In the headlines today, Utkarsh Award function held at CPP1 Department of SAIL RSP. SAIL Roco Steel Plant presents scholarship worth Rs 22.81 lakhs to underprivileged students of peripheral villages.
Team of young managers from SAIL Roco Steel Plant felicitated for splendid performance in Global Management Challenge. Health camp organized in the industrial slums by SAIL Roco Steel Plant.
Orissa Group of Mines of SAIL Roco Steel Plant creates many new records in H1 of fiscal year 2021-22. Wildlife awareness program held at IG Park of SAIL Roco Steel Plant.
SAIL Roco Steel Plant registers best ever H1 production performance in key areas. Deepika Mahila Sangati distributes ration kits to mark the Foundation Day.
Now the news in detail. In a function organized at the office of the Director in Charge Roco Steel Plant RSP on 8th October 2021, Mr. Amarendu Prakash DIC Bokaro Steel Plant and Roco Steel Plant felicitated Mr. Prakash Chandra Sahu and Mr. Bikrant Kumar Patel, both managers of Finance and Accounts Department, and Mr. Biswajit Jena, manager from Instrumentation Department, for bagging third prize in the Global Management Challenge GMC International Finals, organized at Nizhny Novgorod, Russia. Present on the occasion were Mr. A.K. Kundu, Executive Director Mines, Mr. A.K. Pradhan, Executive Director Projects, Mr. P.K. Satpathy, Executive Director Personnel and Administration, Mr. C.R. Mahapatra, CGM in Charge MM and Marketing, Mr. Praveen Nigam, CGM F&A, Dr. B.K. Hota, CMO M&HS, and other senior officers of the plant. Mr. Prakash congratulated the team and encouraged them to contribute their expertise towards the growth and profitability of the plant. Notably, 23 countries from across the globe participated in the world's largest strategy and management competition. Portugal bagged the first place while China won the second place in the event. The team was nominated to take part in the prestigious global event after winning the GMC India 2020 edition held in November 2020. The RSP team also has the honor of winning the coveted Asian Management Games held in July 2021 for the second consecutive year, organized online by MMA Macau Management Association and All India Management Association AIMA. Besides, the trio had also won the Director Personnel Cup Ranneeti of SAIL for the year 2019-2020. SAIL Roco Steel Plant has intensified its efforts to provide health checkup facilities at the doorsteps of the residents of the Steel City and also to contain the spread of dengue and malaria in and around the Steel Township. On a regular basis, CSR Department of RSP, in collaboration with Ispat General Hospital, has been organizing health checkup camps at different locations, both within and outside the township. On 29 September 2021, a health camp was organized at Rajiv Nagar Basti, Sector 6 for the residents of the area. The mobile medical unit was used for the purpose. More than 150 persons were examined and treated by Dr. Swati Priya Medicine and Dr. Madhusmita Sahu ONG. Biochemistry blood tests were carried out by Mr. J.K. Majhi, pathologist. 21 random blood samples were conducted to know the prevalence of the mosquito-borne disease and other health issues in the area. Medicines as per prescription of the sitting doctors was distributed free of cost to the patients. As a part of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav celebrations, SAIL Roco Steel Plant is presenting a series of news on the freedom fighters of Orissa, some well-known and some lesser known.
An Utkarsh Award function was held at Captive Power Plant 1 of SAIL Roco Steel Plant on 5th October 2021, in which Mr. B.S. Kartha, CGM Power handed over the awards to 10 employees for their commendable contributions in the project replacement of ID fan 6.1 bearing plumber block. The project helped immensely towards improving production and overall performance of the department. Present on the occasion were Mr. N.C. Parida, GM, Mr. R.B. Dunge, Mr. J.V. Singh, Mr. B.V. Dash, all general managers and other officers and staff of the department. The awarded team of employees comprise Mr. Sivaji Pasayat, Mr. P.K. Mishra, Mr. David Bhangra, Mr. Ramakant Sethi, Mr. Abdul Kudus, Mr. Manoj Kumar Nanda, Mr. Bhagavat Nayak, Mr. Vijay Kumar Das, Mr. Nilamani Behra and Mr. Shiva Prasad Malik. The function was coordinated by Mr. Praveen Kumar Raut, Manager CPP1. SAIL, Roco Steel Plant RSP, presented scholarship worth Rs 22.81 lakhs to 200 students belonging to the underprivileged sections from the peripheral villages as well as resettlement colonies in and around Rourkela for the financial years 2019 and 2020. A symbolic function was organized at the Institute of Peripheral Development of CSR Department of RSP on 6th October in which Mr. A.K. Nayak, CGM, TA and CSR presented the appreciation letters to 10 scholarship recipients. Ms. Munmun Mitra, GM in charge CSR and other officers and staff of CSR department were present on the occasion. The program was organized in strict adherence to the COVID guidelines. It is worth mentioning here that the scholarship amount will be transferred to the bank accounts of the students. Earlier, Ms. Munmun Mitra welcomed the gathering and presented a brief on the scheme and other CSR initiatives of Roco Steel Plant to promote education. Mr. Dushmant Pradhan, DGM CSR, coordinated the function. Notably, the students have been selected by the office of the ADM Rourkela. As a part of this scholarship scheme that was launched in the year 2007-2008, Rs 1,000 per month is given to the students pursuing higher secondary as well as secondary education and Rs 900 per month to students pursuing primary education. In the last 10 years, more than Rs 2.2 crores has been spent by RSP under the scheme.
The Orissa Group of Mines of SAIL Roco Steel Plant has created a host of new records in both production as well as dispatch of iron ore fines and lumps in the HI of the current financial year 2021-22. By registering iron ore lump production of 24,58,088 tons and iron ore lump dispatch of 24,53,674 tons in the April-September 2021 period. The Orissa Group of Mines has clocked its best ever performance for any half year of a fiscal. OGOM also surpassed its previous H1 best in iron ore fines production and iron ore fines dispatch. In the H1 of the current financial year, the fines production touched 43,06,691 tons, while the fine dispatch was at 41,51,092 tons. Subsequently, the total production from the group was to tune of 67,64,779 tons, while total dispatch was 67,37 tons, which were again the highest ever figures for any H1. The individual mines of OGOM has shown significant growth in their H1 performance for the fiscal year 2021-22. Bulani Ores Mines has recorded a growth of 27.7% over the H1 of fiscal year 2020 to 21 and a growth of 23.7% in dispatch of iron ore. A significant improvement of 86.7% in production and 86.1% in dispatch of iron ore was recorded by Taldi Ore Mines. Barswa Iron Mine recorded 33% growth in production and 29.5% enhancement in dispatch. In Kalcha Iron Mine, production of iron ore was up by 19.1% and dispatched by 23.3% over the corresponding period of last year. A wildlife awareness program was held at Indira Gandhi Park of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant on 5th October 2021 to mark the ongoing Wildlife Week celebration. Dr. Abhijit Biswas, DGM Horticulture, presided over the program. Present on the production were Dr. Sati Narayan Mishra, Curator and Biologist, Mr. Rajesh Banchur, Education Officer and other officers and staff of RSP. In all, 76 students from Rourkela Government Autonomous College took part in the awareness program. A presentation was made by Dr. Mishra on wildlife census, in which he explained different methods of wildlife census to make the young minds understand and appreciate the importance of different species and their conservation. This was followed by screening of a documentary, A Conservation Collective, prepared by Central Zoo Authority. The program also incorporated a demonstration on snake rescue methodology by members of Snake Helpline of Rourkela. The program was coordinated by Horticulture Department of RSP. It may be noted that Wildlife Week celebration is observed in India from 2nd to 8th October. The main aim is to generate widespread awareness on the need of protecting and preserving country's fauna for ecological stability and balance.
Rourkela Steel Plant, a unit of the Maharana Company SAIL, has registered its best ever H1 performance in the three key areas viz. hot metal, crude steel and sealable steel. In the April-September period of the financial year 2021-22, the plant produced 21,01,278 tons of hot metal, 19,53,438 tons of crude steel and 17,72,875 tons of sealable steel, which are not only highest for any H1 but also a significant improvement of 42.9%, 38% and 37.8% respectively over the H1 of the last fiscal. The total sinter production too touched an all-time high of 34,18,162 tons during the period. In the rolling mills zone, plate mill and new plate mill recorded their best ever rolling of 2,56,072 tons and 4,47,522 tons of plates. The hot strip mill excelled in tandem by rolling 6,29,099 tons of HR coil for sale, which is another best since inception figure for any H1. As a result, the total dispatch of saleable steel touched 17,89,946 tons, thereby setting a new benchmark. Congratulating the Rourkela Steel Plant Collective on the stupendous achievement, Mr. Amrendra Prakash, DIC, Bokaro Steel Plant and Rourkela Steel Plant has said that let's keep on excelling in the field of production as well as in other vital areas like safety, quality, housekeeping and cost of production. Deepika Mahila Sangati, a leading philanthropic organization of Rourkela and a major partner in progress of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant, organized a charity activity at Bijadi Model Steel Village of RSP to mark its foundation day. Mrs. Harshala Suryavanshi, Acting President DMS, flagged off the vehicle carrying ration kits on 2nd October 2021 at Deepika Mahila Jagriti Sansthan, Sector 2. Present on the occasion were Mrs. Indrani Kundu, Senior Vice President, Dr. Mrs. Sumita S. Samal, Mrs. Hiranmay Satpati, both Vice Presidents, Mrs. Namita Mahapatra, Secretary DMS, members of governing body of DMS, and officials and staff of CSR. Jamsera Gram Panchayat office was the nodal point where ration kits were distributed to the 250 families of Bijadi village. The kit included rice, dal, sugar, chura, salt and biscuit packets. The program was arranged in collaboration with CSR department. That's all for the news today. Namaskar.
Welcome to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos.